Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the game. This is an iconic moment in history because we are about to make our Test captaincy debut. For the first time, Australia will be touring Sri Lanka with myself as the captain, and I've got so many things that I need to change in this squad for it to be unbelievably elite. The first thing, I've had the suggestion from everyone. Move up to number 4. Let's do that. We need Stephen Smith back in the side. Sorry, Matthew Wade, but Smithy is back in. He can be... Do you want Smith at 5 or do you want him at 3? And then who opens the batting? I feel like Pekovsky would be the one if it's not going to be a guy like Khawaja. So we'll probably go with Pekovsky then, because he's going to be the younger player, I guess. And Warner, is he still going to be there in 3 years? That's the question. He'll be really old. If you've got any suggestions from this squad, because this is the squad that I have to be able to pick from, that you think should be playing in the side, let me know, because then we can work on that in the future. Set the wicketkeeper, that is going to be Josh Inglis. What about the bowlers? It's going to be Josh Hazlewood. And the second one, no, actually, you give Stark the new ball, don't you? So you go Stark first over, second over, you go Hazlewood. And then Cummins obviously comes in at first change. But we're going to play this game, Sri Lanka, Australia, our Test captaincy debut. It should be an absolute cracker. I hope there's a cutscene, because if there's not, I mean, very disappointing. Here's Hazlewood preparing. Here is the Sri Lankan side. Also preparing. Alright, let's go heads for our first toss ever. If we win the toss, we're going to bat first. It's a head. So we do win the toss, we're going to bat first.
Well, showing a lot of faith in this batting lineup. Going first on this pitch is either a masterstroke or a disaster waiting to happen.
Thank you for that kind words. I had the commentary on just to see if there was going to be any cutscenes, but it doesn't appear like there's going to be, which is a little bit disappointing because I thought, you know, first game as captain. Regardless, it's Warner and Pekovsky. Fernando bowling the first ball.
Yes.
And Warner hits it away for a quick single. So perfect start for us. And I'll jump in and play right now. Let's see how big the partnership goes. 2 for 39. Okay, Pekovsky and Warner out. It's myself, Marnus Labuschagne, Steve Smith in next. Then we got Green, Inglis, Cummins, Stark, Hazlewood, Lyon. I didn't even know if I could pick out Alex Carey as the keeper. I didn't really look at that, did I? A run!
Nice bowling.
That keeper not being invisible is a bit of a pain. I know he is invisible. Never mind.
Yep.
It's my first opportunity as captain of this side. It's not going to be a real... What's the word? Not going to be a real, like, slogfest like you would have seen me play in the County Cup in the previous couple of games. We're really going to try and focus on being the best Test cricketer we can be.
Yes.
Oh, that's well driven. It's always a little bit, you know, worrying when you drive the ball early like that because you just never know if you're going to get the nick.
Yep.
Ooh, interesting. Just a little bit up-ish, but we'll get another single. I already can see the confidence meter starting to go up. It's in the yellow. Oh, that's just a beautiful half volley, driven down the ground for my first boundary of the day. It is just a great shot, this.
Yep.
Oh, that's good. Maybe not quite out of the middle of the bat, but it'll be a couple of runs. There's a little bit of rain here as well. I don't know if anyone else can notice that, but there's just a little sprinkling coming down at the moment. Oh, gee, that ball has ripped. Did this hit a crack or something? Because it turned a long way.
Yes.
Another one. Oh, that's quite close, that. I wonder if it's hit me outside the line.
Yep.
Nice. Another one. Mate, this has been such a slow innings for me. 13 from 45.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good shot. That's a really wide delivery. I'm able to put it away. Just a 2. And that is the end of what the first session. 2 for 91. Look at this. 6 bowlers have been used. A couple of wickets there. Mendelson, Jayawik Rama. But they've done a pretty good job here, the Sri Lankans early. 2 for 91 after the first session. Who's in front? Is it me? I'd like to think it's me and my team. Because I'm either blocking or leaving everything.
Yes.
Or hitting it for a single like this. This has been 90% of the innings. I've hit, what, how many shots have I hit? Here, let's have a look at my Wagger Mill already. I bet you it's all singles. There might be one boundary in it. Look at it. It is all singles. There's a couple of twos in there, actually, and a boundary. The spot where De Silva's currently bowling is just, it's super challenging because you either want to cut it away or you don't really want to cut it away. And it wasn't full enough to drive, so it's really difficult. The 20 from 61 is not good enough. Marnus at the other end is going at about 50. My strike rate's about 30. Which is not good enough. You need to be able to have, you know, somewhere between the 40 to 60 range as your strike rate to really have an effective impact on the game. Otherwise, you're just wasting time, as far as I'm concerned.
Well bowled.
But I'm the captain. I've got to do my bit. Whether that is because okay, I can probably drive this down a bit off now. Just waiting for the appropriate delivery.
Yes.
Oh, that's into a gap. There is probably two in it. But we're going to settle for the one.
Yep.
And again, it's another single to the leg side. So this is the problem at the moment. The challenge that I'm facing is how do I get the ball away and continually score? Okay, there's a big gap here through the covers. That's where I'd like to hit it.
Yes.
I wasn't actually sure if that was the best shot to play then, because it seemed as though the ball was maybe a little bit back of the length, or I would have been able to drive it convincingly. Regardless, we pick up 3, and this has been a really good start here. As a captain of Australia, I've been in at the crease for 68 deliveries, starting to build a nice partnership with Marnus Labuschagne, and of course we as an Australian side have Steve Smith to come, so we are, you know, I'd like to say pretty good stead.
Yes.
And that is a good shot, and that should hopefully go to the boundary, although it doesn't look like it's going to. Which is disappointing because it was a genuine half volley to be able to attack and hit away.
Wait there. Yep.
Oh, straight down the ground. That'll be a couple as well. The deep mid off fielder, long off fielder gets around to it. It's 2 runs, 2 for 109. Yeah, don't be hitting that ball. Do not be hitting that ball.
Yes.
Into the gap. That'll be 1.
Ballers
There's a sweeper out there for that.
Yeah.
Oh, that's away. And that is, as they like to say, I was going to say a boundary, but it's not even going to get that far. It'll be 3. Just disappointing again. Everyone, can you believe we have reached 100 career mode videos? Like, that's a shock to me, because I don't think we've reached that for a significant period of time. I think it was Bradman 14 was the last time we had 100 career mode videos, and I've done this within about 6 months of the launch of the game, which is almost a video every second day on average. That's pretty crazy. Oh, that's rolling. But yeah, I think Bradman 14, my second season, which the game had a lifespan of about 3 or 4 years,
Yes.
was obviously the game that I spent a lot of time on, and if you followed that journey of the career modes and the videos like that I did on the milestone episodes of the 50, the 100, it was me sort of suiting up, replaying clips of the career mode and some of the finer moments of it. It really was it was super cool. I don't know whether I'll do it again.
Yep.
Well, that should be 4. I reckon I've hit that out of the middle of the bat. The fielder in the deep tusk, a really nice job to stop it, but we'll get 3. And I think that this 100 episodes, it's probably been the most viewed, I guess, of the 100 episodes that have been. There's been a little bit of a drop-off in viewership of late since we sort of had our game crashed and, we couldn't play it for about a month or so. But, I've really enjoyed this career mode, and especially not doing one on Cricket 19. I think I had my NDO on career mode on Cricket 19, which ended after 60 episodes. I sort of felt bored with that, as if there was nothing left for me to achieve, because I'd done,
Yes.
I'd done a career mode every game. Oh, this is going to be a tight single. No, we'll get there. But, I'd done a career mode every game for, 6 or 7 years at that point. So it had been overdone, and I wanted to change it up and do something different. And even now, I think we've hit 100 episodes, right? We are now the Test captain of Australia. I want to see what I'm going to do differently for this next,
Yes.
100 episodes. Because I'm not going to just have me playing the game, I want to do something different to it. So I think, over the next 5-10 videos that you see of the career mode, you're going to see maybe a little bit of adjusting in what I do to the edits and oh, that's a great shot and well fielded. In what I do, just to see if I can switch it up and make it feel a little bit different and give it a bit more vibe. Because not that I don't think these videos are good, but I think, when you do 100 of them, you want to be able to switch them up constantly and not just obviously have the natural progression of the game, because there's obviously going to be less progression now that we are the Australian Test captain, and I think we're actually the one-day captain as well now, so that is a significant jump from the previous couple of times where I don't think we've ever reached that point in our career. As we lose Marnus Labuschagne, and Stephen Smith joins us at the crease. That's going to be 5 wides, I reckon. 3 runs off the bowling of Fernando.
Yes.
Oh, that's a good shot. That'll be 4. As we press towards our 50. The last couple of overs really up the rate. Really started to find the middle of my bat more often. 48 from 87.
Waiting. Yeah.
Oh, and that is straight down the ground off the full toss. That will be the 50, the half century. For the first time as the captain. I always seem to perform well in these milestone games. Just the 4 boundaries in it as well. But it has been slow going for the most part.
Yes.
Oh, there was a bit of a bottom edge on that. Maybe a bit of glove. We'll scurry through for a single. It's been a while since I've had a spinner on as well. I think they were the most effective early. Oh, did that carry? Jeez, it must have just a little bit late on the shot. That gets the outside edge and a really good catch as well. Here from Matthews, it was super low. Oh, did it carry? I don't think it did. Anyway, the umpire's given it out. It's 4 for 143. But I want to have a look because this was awfully close. It hits... Yeah, I guess it hits the edge of the bat. Does it carry? Oh, hang on a minute. This has hit the ground. Should I have reviewed this? That clearly bounced. Oh, no. That has clearly bounced. Jeez, have a look at the controversy, everyone. This ball is clearly bounced, and I've been given out. That is a huge letdown. Cameron Green doesn't score. Steve Smith, Mitchell Stark, Lyon, Hazelwood, and Stark and Hazelwood do the damage early. Now, if for whatever reason you think I'm coming on to bowl, you are taking the absolute P155. I know for a fact that Pat Cummins is the man in at the first change of the bowling. Look, I'll happily bowl now, okay, the 36 over mark, because I want to make sure that at least my high quality bowlers are getting an opportunity first with the new ball before bringing myself on to bowl. Gonna find the right zone. Oh, for where I think it's good to bowl it. I think that's the spot. Oh, that's very close. I don't know if I've pitched it in line. It's almost worth a review if we've got 3 of them. Because if it's somehow managed to sneak as pitching in line, it's probably out, isn't it? And that's going to be the one thing that kills us. Give me umpire's call here. Pitching outside leg. But yeah, I'm telling you, that was not far away, was it? That was always the problem I thought that delivery had, was whether it was pitching inside the leg stump or not, and it wasn't. So tried a bit of Stark, tried a bit of Lyon. Now back to myself. May I still 4 down for 189. Oh, there's an edge. It's a really fine tickle, which often we haven't seen. Gosal Pereira and De Silva is... Oh, that's out. Absolutely plumb. Didn't get any bat onto it. That's crashing into the bottom of the stumps. Kept low. And he stepped across and out. So this is the 2 set batsmen now gone for the Sri Lankans. Have a look at this here. Absolutely plumb. Might have been hitting the off stump, but it's just the fact that he's missed the ball. If he didn't step across... Because you can just see the bat there gets caught in between the pad. So I think the one question mark that the Sri Lankans might have had was it going to turn too much? The answer, no. Good call from the umpire. In with a chance. Oh, catch it. That's out. He just got a tickle on the bat. Onto the thigh pad, and it's straight into the air, easy as you like. I think it actually didn't turn as much as it should have. And that's probably what got Luckmal in the end. He's out for 2, it's 8 for 198. Oh, bowled him. Missed it completely. The wrong un has done him. And the stumps go out of the deck. Pereira out for 9, it's 9 for 210. So it was actually Labuschagne, I think, who took the wicket now. A really strong opening partnership between Warner and Pekovsky. Pekovsky unable to get to his 100 on 87. Warner made 115, and it's 2 for 225. So already within 2 batsmen, Australia already have put themselves in a position here where they can win the game. 260 ahead, or 247 ahead.
Nice bowling.
Jeez, everyone was up then. I don't know why. Now, I know in the past I've tended to be a bit more aggressive in my second innings scores. Now that I'm the captain, I don't know if that's something that I should be doing. I can probably attempt to accelerate if I really wanted to, because we've got that lead of 250. So if I wanted to hit a shot over the top like this, I can do that.
Yep.
Oh, off the back foot. Into the gap. And it's a bit of risk-free cricket at the moment. The tea break is only half an hour away, and these two have somehow managed to catch it without messing each other up. Oh, gee whiz, don't know how they've taken it. Although, remember everyone, I shouldn't have got out in the first innings. It's 3 for 234. These guys are doing a cracking job at the crease. Smith, Labuschagne, even Cameron Green did the job there as well. Mitchell Stark has a couple of wickets early. Australia in a big quality position in order to win this game. We're going to see what... oh no, I'm going to have to bowl this over. Didn't want to. Oh, how was it? It wasn't turning enough. Alright, so I've gone with the seamers, and they have done an absolute beauty of a job. Hazelwood gets 5 wickets here against the Sri Lankans. Labuschagne is the player of the game. What did he do? He made, I think he made an 80-something in the second innings, as well as his 48 in the first innings. Australia winning by 266 runs. Surprised he's probably not the captain of Australia, to be honest, Marnus Labuschagne. I top scored in the first innings. If I remove my head here, you'll be able to see that. 53 from 90. Did a fine job. And in the second innings, not a lot going on. But 3 wickets also in that first innings to help us just keep ourselves a little bit ahead of the game. And then that big performance by the bowlers in the second innings. And the batsmen, of course, Warner and Pekovsky, did a great job to get us over the line. So a great start to my career as Test captain. Oh, press conference. Let's do it. Here we go. The first one is the Australian captain. Better remove myself here. So I do want a nice looking thumbnail. Alright. Going on tour has got to be one of the best parts of cricket. What are you looking forward to with this trip? Well, look, I mean, personally, what do we want? I'm always excited to travel and play cricket, to be honest. Do you think the home ground advantage is going to help Sri Lanka overcome your superior team? Well, look, that is a really good question. But also, what kind of responses do I have here? I don't think that's a fair question. Because you're obviously asking me that we're superior, which even though I know that I can't say that. Mr. Seedy Mustache Man here, which looks like every 20 to 25-year-old in the world at the moment. What would you say is the key to getting a win? Is it shutting out all the noise and just getting into the cricket? Because we're here to do it up. We just want to deliver for our fans. To be honest, that's what we want to do. I'm surprised at how well those journos performed. They didn't ask too many silly questions. And so Australia will come up against Sri Lanka again in the second test, which will be the second and final test. It is only a 2-test series, as I suggested. So we'll get to that in the next video. But thank you guys so much for watching our test captaincy debut. And we will kick on in the next video as we will play that second test. But let me know any changes to the team. It probably won't happen this series, maybe in the next series. Because I feel like I'll probably stick with the same team for the next one. But otherwise, thank you for watching. I'll see you all later. Goodbye.